Hey gang, John Baccarelli here with your Lake St. Clair Fishing Report, brought to you by Sportsmen's Direct. It is Wednesday, October 25th. Water temperature at Belle Isle is, who knows? The system was down when I looked today, but yesterday was at 54. I'm guessing it's probably right around 54. It's been kind of stuck there with the warmer weather we've had right now. But it's really not going to matter much because next week everything changes and we're going to see those water temperatures really drop with these much colder temps we got coming in next week. So if you look at the forecast for next week, on Saturdays when the big change comes in, it's kind of hard to tell what the winds are going to do. At some point, though, they are going to switch around to the north, and they're going to have to blow pretty good in order to pull those temps down. So you know, you're just going to have to really watch the winds if you're going to try to get out. If you can get out and the winds do behave themselves, you should get out. The perch fishing has just been on fire, and it's been up and down the lake from one end of the lake to the other. It doesn't really matter. Lots of much closer action now. I've had a lot of reports of fish in like 8 to 10 feet of water. And that's places like right out in front of Harley, right out in front of the Metro Park, right out in the Black Creek, flowing out into the lake out there, like by the second set of marker buoys, which is, I mean, it's pretty darn shallow. Geno's in shallow, 400 Club in shallow, 9 Mile in shallow. Let's see, where else? Coast Guard Station by Blossom Heath in shallow. So there's a lot of fish in shallow. Yes, you can go over and fish the Bell River Hump if you want. And I know guys have been doing that to get their 50 fish limit. You can still go out by the dumping grounds, but don't be surprised if you start to see those schools out deeper start to kind of break up a little bit as a lot of these fish come in closer to the shoreline. So anyways, a lot of perch action going on. If you can get out and take advantage of it, do it. A lot of panfish action going on as well, as Minnie proved again as he stopped by the store again. That's getting to be a habit, and was showing off these beautiful crappies that he got again fishing in the marinas, and just beautiful slabs right around the 1 pound class. Thanks, Minnie, for bringing them in and showing us how it's done. And you know, it's that time of the year, guys, with all these boats coming out of the marinas. If you've got a smaller boat, or even you got like a bass boat with a good electric trolling motor on the bow, and you can get in there and move around in these cuts in these different marinas, there's a lot of panfish to be caught. You got perch in there, you got bluegills, you got crappies, and you still got a lot of largies in there too if you want to target the bucket mouse that are in there as well. So anyways, it's just it's a great time to get out and take advantage of. It's almost like a completely separate ecosystem in and along Lake St. Clair with all of the marinas and backwater areas. So, and now's the time to fish them because the weeds are dying off, the boats are coming out, and you can actually access these fish. Walleye jigging is going both to the north and to the south. So the St. Clair River, South Channel and Middle Channel have been going on walleyes really well. Detroit River's been going really well. I mean, pretty much all the way, it looks like, from all the way at Alter Road all the way down to the bridge. So it's going, lots of fish are being caught. Haven't seen any monsters, but a lot of really great eaten size fish being caught right now. Also, a report of Atlantics, that North Channel area right now, all of a sudden just has exploded with Atlantic salmon. And they're not little Atlantics. From what I'm hearing from everybody, these are really big Atlantics. Is from 10 to 16 pounds is the reports that I'm getting right now. And I think that's really just taken off. And it kind of caught me by surprise because we really didn't hear of a lot of Atlantic activity up to the north. They just kind of showed up down there in that North Channel area. So I may be wrong on that, but that's the way it seemed to me anyways, is that they were just like, they weren't there and then they were there. So that's pretty cool. It's a unique fishery. Those fish ought to be there all the way up until probably June of next year. They're going to move around in the system with these cooler water temps, but they're definitely going to be in and around and be catchable for the next several months. So if you want to catch an Atlantic, take advantage of it. And you got from now till about June when the water warms up and they move out of that area again. Let's see, still getting consistent catches of walleye right now being caught up and down the shoreline as well. So the shorecasters throwing bombers have been getting fish consistently. Lots of really nice eaten size fish from like 18 to 24 inches. And I haven't seen any of those big monsters yet. I did hear of a 30-inch fish being caught. That's definitely a really big one. But usually the really big fish show up usually after Halloween and then into November has been my experience with those bigger fish, and then all the way till ice up. But with the water temps dropping off next week, who knows, those big fish could show up in force, and that would be it's a great opportunity if you really want to get a wall hanger, get one mounted. Usually that's the time of the year when you can really get her done, especially for you guys that don't have a boat. Even for you guys that do have a boat, it's been my experience, I've caught some of my biggest fish ever cast them from shore in the November to December time period here on Lake St. Clair. So get out, take advantage of that if you can. Again, weather dependent, but a lot of times in the evening that wind dies back and it's a lot easier to get out there and fish. So hint, hint. Muskie fishing, picking up along the shoreline as well, as Mike Coleman proves to us with this dandy that I believe he caught today. Way to go, Mike. Great looking fish. That was caught, obviously, you can see from the picture over there by the spillway. That spillway has got a lot of water for you guys to fish, okay? You don't have to all fish up there by the mouth. You can fish all the way from the mouth all the way up to the dam, and there's fish all through there. A lot of times you want to focus your attention around like the bridge abutments and log piles and things like that in the area, if you're daring enough to throw those $25 baits in and around a log pile. But that's where these fish like to push those shad up in there and kind of trap them, or they kind of hang there, kind of ambush them there by that structure. So, but there's a lot of water to cover. You don't all have to go down there and fish by the mouth. You also got the point at Metro, and you got Harley. You've got just about every other point sticking out into the lake that you can get a muskie at this time of the year. So, you don't all have to fish in one location for sure. Even Black Creek along in the Metro Park area, you don't have to just focus your attention up there by the mouth. They'll catch muskies all along in there, so you can kind of just walk and cast and just kind of have an enjoyable outing and cover a whole lot of water. It's a pretty easy fish, and there isn't a whole lot to get hung on in there as well. Let's see, Crocker Road Boat Launch. Crocker Road Boat Launch is, let's see, how do I put this? Well, I'll just tell you. Yesterday I was down there and they were pouring asphalt, and I thought, man, that's a pretty thin layer of asphalt. There's got to be more to this than that. Went back down there again today. Yes, there is more to it. They were putting a second layer of asphalt. I'm thinking that's the final layer that they were putting down today, and then all they have to do is striping. That's definitely what it looked like to me, and it looked like I was there pretty earlier in the day, and it was looking like they were going to be done with that second layer of asphalt today, and maybe they even got striping done, but by the time I got out of the store it was dark, so I didn't get down there and look. So maybe I'll get a chance to get down there tomorrow and take another look-see, and if this, I'll definitely post something up on Facebook, on our Facebook page if I do see them striping. But I think the plan was that they were going to be doing the ribbon cutting on Friday, so you can bet that they're going to definitely try to get it completed here in the next 48 hours. So, but I'll keep you posted on that. But it looks like they should be able to get it done as long as we don't get some crazy weather that stops them from finishing it up. But they should have gotten the asphalt finished today, I'm going to guess. Big changes coming next week, like I said, so watch that weather. Take advantage of any good wind conditions that we get, but you don't have to get out far from shore right now. You can you can fish from shore right now if you don't even want to put the boat in the water. And the fishing should be good from now all the way until ice up. And over the next coming weeks, we'll start. That'll be the big thing, is watching that water temperature fall and trying to figure out when we're going to get first ice here. So get out, enjoy this fall fishing that we got on Lake St. Clair. You got a lot of opportunities. Hey gang, if you like our content, hit the little subscribe button and the bell icon, and you'll be notified as soon as we put out new stuff.